really that nigga. Truth be told, I'm a noble figure. Local niggas, they be so offended. One West world, let's go. Look at this John. I'm really that nigga. Truth be told, I'm a noble figure. Local niggas, they be so offended. One West world, it's global business.
Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. All y'all niggas in the same school and all that?
Hell, fuck yeah.
So now y'all niggas smoke weed?
Fuck no.
Don't fold if you say you win it. I was molded to it, now I'm in it. Can't control, just the highest limit. Killer shit, but just an honest living. Gotta get it, ain't no time for wishing. The time is now, better pay attention. In my city, you can feel the tension. A terror squad, no pun intended. This ain't for you, but I recommend it. They know we coming, better clear the entrance. Shit get deep, but I keep digging. This how I look when you keep winning. Over time, I had to take the hint. Shine bright, sit behind the scenes. 1-on-1, I ain't in the mix. Ain't what you thought, better get a glimpse. Came up from a pedal bike. Pressing brakes, I ain't never liked. Whole time I was taking risks. They don't play with me, cause they know I'm going nice. Round form, I ain't even started. Transform, I ain't here to bargain. You on watch, better move with caution. Chains on me, I don't do this often. No error, this shit flawless. Reach for it, you become a target. It ain't worth it, better keep walking. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. I say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. Don't wanna hear all that street shit. Me and my niggas on defense. Wonder who I was in my past life. Don't even matter, that peep this. Remember the days when I was a trooper. Stay on the path and it won't confuse you. Bars all, I'm the one to do it. I roll on eights like a flight maneuver. Try to trick me, I ain't never moving. Camouflage, I can blend into it. They better ride, I don't do the Ubers. Let them talk, I don't hear the rumors. A little suffer ain't really nothing. The way I'm stomping, better play the trumpet. You see me coming, better get the running. If they see me coming, better get running. You ain't never seen it, you ain't never witnessed, you ain't never noticed, you ain't never focused. I was really waiting, I was really training. Sick and tired of being patient. I ain't never doubted, this was in the making. Use what I got, not in the waste. But rapping and singing can never drink it. But I'm from the bottom, so I gotta make it. This ain't rapping, it's a damn warning. Late night to the early morning. Got a vision, I planned it out. Try to stop me, but I kept going. I study plays, now I'm in the game, and it's all the same, but I had to change. You'll never crash if you in your lane. I can take the law, cause it's all a game.
Yo, when Casamigos being English? Drunk.
All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. This final. Get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed.
First breath I took, a life too surreal. Second breath I took was the pivot and strike, finish the kill. Influenced by might, with every sentence reveal. I won't pay back, fuck a dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Gotta endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. And shoot BK, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. Gone astray but made greater. In my return, left to my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't move, let's it get approved. Won't take a step till it get confirmed. Arm and tape, it was made for our sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow, and I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this wicked life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood, I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. Till the score settle, if need be, I die for the cause. Just to hear them angels applaud. And I'm true by every word I say. Cause I know my victory on the way. You opponent, nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with the angels. Boy, I can't may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with the angels. Boy, I can't be touched. Came through in the clutch. They hate, but they can't doubt us. We princes of the power, what you know about us? Evil all around us, but a nigga straight. I told you I can't be touched. Holy angels walk at my pace. And I'm grateful for the words that had me delivered. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my next. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's 144. I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My youth became soldiers, ain't no folding or pretending. We in it for the crowns, fuck friends, we want dominion. In the election ascension, I hope I make it through. Give a damn what a bitch think, as long as my niggas know I'm true. Betrayed your kind to get success. You make it through the eye of the needle, nigga. I be his life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels. Boy, I can't be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels. Boy, I can't be touched.
One West is who raised son. That's where I came from. That is my A1s. I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here, son. Look at your hate, son. You can take, son. I've been in every hood. Out in these streets, I'm the blazer. Look at the cut, nigga, like I'm Jason. I am the one. This is the Masons. Going so hard to think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though. I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could save them. I earn my spotted, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy. They got them blazing. They want to level these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine. Go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days. We learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck with my brother, get crushed. Been through too much, always come through in the clutch. Nigga, just do what it does. Fuck you thought shit was. Nigga, it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my faith. Even on the day I want to break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, Even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days, no night vision. That's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more. Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same. It's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van. Taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand. Never losing grip. I understand who I am. Met a man that showed me the right path. Now I'm rooted in the truth. To rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fire, man. In the circle of life, how could I tell you, man? I was undesired, had no one. And then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazai. Man, you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I
I still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Saying how much could I take? Still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake. Even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Palisade versus Pilot. With the Palisade, you can get all this. With the Pilot, you don't. The Hyundai Palisade. Hyundai gives you more.
Refresh your space with a mid-century makeover at Ashley. From rich, solid woods to velvet-like textures, you can find timeless styles with a modern twist for every room. It's time to get retro with Ashley. Shop in-store and online.
Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We've been established and teaching the truth since 1969 under Commander General Yohana. This is the Monday Night History class, and we'll be going over about some of the traditions of men, what that looks like, and what does it have to do with Black people, Hispanic people, Native American people. Some of these things is like, we just got past Thanksgiving not too long ago. And now you got another major holiday coming up about what our press is going to try to behoove you, try to deceive you, and try to shame you into buying and celebrating this deity, celebrating this pagan holiday known as Christmas. Now, a lot of people has been preparing for this holiday since early October. And people always talk about what they have to do for their kids. People always got to talk about what they got to get their husband or get their wives, get their families. To the point where like people is so happy to go out on their slavery's big dinners, Christmas parties. The people talk about let's go to the Christmas party. Let's go who want to come out here into this all you can open bar, all you can eat Christmas party. Ugly Christmas sweaters, all these other ideas that they do. Karaoke night, you know what I'm saying? So like they use Christmas as a time to now want to come out to celebrate, as a time to want to come out and have a good time, when you could have just did it when it was warm outside or about to get cold outside. If you want to say that, like, since it's cold outside, everyone wants to stay inside the house and want to do something, let it not be for Christmas. You understand? How about you just come together just cause? But later on this month, I'll do a breakdown in the history, the origin about Christmas. So I'll try to switch it up for y'all this time. Bring out more photos, more videos. I took a liking to like showing videos as I teach class, so you can get like a visual idea about what's going on versus me just always talking and always reading articles. But with these traditions of men, that comes in a multitude of form, and it's not always done by our oppressor. Some of these traditions of men can come from our oppressor, given to us by like our pastors, the way we grew up, rappers, R&B artists, whatever type of genre music you listen to, they all have like in the bed a heavy bearing on us as far as like the influence. We tend to want to be like what's put in front of us. I give y'all just a quick example. Matter of fact, I just show y'all real quick. Who remember this? So like it. We're gonna talk about traditions of men and their influence. Who remember these days? Where's that picture at? How was he dressed? All right, let me go back to StreamYard. Who remember these days? How we used to dress? Hold on. Khan, I got you. Kalatazar. Who remember these days when we used to wear the oversized t-shirts? Let me see if I go through some images. Salakia. Y'all remember these days we used to wear these two big t-shirts? Y'all remember that, right? Let me see how I look on stream. Slack 1 second. You hear me now? Testing. All right. So I don't know what happened with the mic, but yeah. So I remember the time we used to dress like this. We had extra large t-shirts. Then out of nowhere, there's a shift that happened. And when that shift happened, we started dressing like all right, I'm gonna pull up another uh pictures and images. Slack, give me 1 moment. I'll just kicking my behind. Y'all remember when we went to we left some of the baggy t-shirts alone. We went to rocking the bandanas, like Cash Money. Y'all remember them days, right? I want to show you some of the influences because I'm going to show y'all who influenced them, and in kind they influence us. I remember these days. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I might. Some of you people that's like 20 and under, you might be a little bit too young to remember these days. This was the one. Yeah, this was one like this. How we used to dress. Extremely too large shirt, the bandana movement, and we went from that to a different phase to a new style. That now I'm just going to show y'all just a little bit of the evolution of traditions and followings and influence that we got from our oppressor, and they get to these celebrities and how we follow them so blindly. We look up to them and want to be just like them to the point where like they are the ones who tells us how to dress, down to like what we eat, to what we rap about, to the type of woman that we strive for, or for the type of woman that she strives to become. These traditions, how we just follow with Christmas and these certain rap songs and the type of lyrics that they push out and the type of music that they make, these come from traditions of other races, these traditions of men. Let me find you one more. Let's see. Y'all might can remember this. Yeah, I remember this phase. And this phase didn't hit too hard. This phase didn't hit too hard, but it was most definitely there. I didn't want my speed. Like I've wore the bandanas, I've worn the extremely large T-shirts. I did not touch this rock boy style. Now I'm saying all that to say what? I'm going to get to one how they do it now, and this is what we have to deal with because they give you stuff for Christmas, and it's not just with Christmas. It's not just with Thanksgiving. It's not just with Halloween. They give you stuff how you dress year round to keep up with these traditions of men. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Give me 1 second. Now you take this picture. Some of y'all might say this is harmless. What's wrong with it? It's just an overly sized T-shirt, baggy pants. I remember growing up. And if you see what little baby has on with that orange hoodie that's tied around his waist, when we was kids, we knew that if a boy had done that right there, he was suspect and he was on his way to being a letter people. It was like, no, that was a big no. The girls did that. The girls wore their dresses like that. And that's how we knew how not to dress or how not to wear your jacket. If you didn't want your jacket on, you just take it off. And certain things that they was doing, it just don't look masculine. The brother don't look masculine at all. He just not. It's not a masculine look. They're like they give you these certain looks to make you appear more feminine and to take away your manly spirit. There's a certain amount of aggression that a man's supposed to have, and they got rid of it. They don't want you to have it. No, don't worry, I got more. Because I remember we ain't even got to talk about Diddy. We all know what he was all about. Just pushing that skinny jean era. on tours. I got one more for you. I'm on showing this rapper, and he's in a basketball player, James Harden. Very, very prominent people, as far as like in the community of their influence. James Harden was a big time basketball player who makes boatloads amount of money, and of course, we got a little baby. So I'm gonna show y'all just a couple more, just to show y'all just the transition of how they've been going back and forth. Show y'all another one, and it's getting out of hand. It is getting out of hand to the point like you would think that like it got to the point where, like this is considered style. I don't know how, I don't know where. How is this style? Can anybody tell me how that is considered style? So we gotta understand, like this is some things that we're following out traditions of other races. Like this is not. I don't know what possessed him to put this nonsense on. I don't know what he thought he was doing. I mean, he thought he was hot stuff. That ain't that bad. It looks silly, but that ain't that bad. Like, come on now. Stop it. Stop it. Why? What's your point? We follow after our oppressor to the point where like we adopt his lifestyle, even to how he dressed. We follow the trends of how he dresses and what he says is fashion and whatnot. So I'm just skimming through these. Let me go on to something else. So this is something we have to leave alone. I have one more diabolical one. Let me do one more diabolical one. Where you at, Debo? Like this one ain't the diabolical one. But could someone explain to me what's that on his feet? What the hell is that? Could someone help me out and elaborate to me what that is? I would like to know. Could someone? So these are just different stuff, and of course I'm sure like a rapper who was influenced by another rapper, and it cost him his life. It cost him his promising career. So we just gotta look out for like the things that our oppressor put in front of us, and we're gonna go into a few scriptures. We're gonna go to a few behaviors, because with that about the influence of our oppressor and how he influenced how we dress, to like our rappers, to our athletes, to our celebrities, and how that we tend to now take that and use that in kind to justify the way we dress. What was it? I don't know what it was called, but it was some diabolical outfit. I'll find it later. It was terrible. It was terrible. Let's type in that. But yeah, so that's the things I was going to go over. Like the influences, even how we get to like from our celebrities. I don't know what. Yeah, this one ain't as diabolical. Oh, that ain't it. He had one terrible, terrible outfit, and it was ridiculous. I can't seem to find it, but I get off this. The point is that I'm going to go into some scriptures as we're going to see how it is that they made themselves to convince us to leave our God alone, convince us to leave our culture alone. But let me tell you what they won't make a trend. They will never let this be a trend. They'll never let this be a trend. No, they didn't do it right. Yeah. Let's see. They'll never let the way we dress be a trend. Yeah. So I'm gonna just show y'all just one quick picture of what they won't make a trend. They won't. Yeah, they'll never let this right here. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Salakia. Where you at? They'll never want to let or allow men in their garments and their head wraps. They'll never allow this to be the trend. They wouldn't allow something like this. Men dressing inside like their culture. They won't allow that. They won't allow that. So, but we're gonna get into like these vain um things of our oppressor. So first we're gonna get to some scriptures. We're gonna go into Colossians 2:8. You know where I'm gonna pull up the scripture for y'all as well. Colossians 2:8. All right, so let me share this tab. Let me make myself smaller. All right, so I'm going to go to the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware. First word already is the warning. Hey, watch out. Pay attention. Don't let them fool you. Beware, lest any man spoil you. You know that spoil has a bevy of definitions. All right. So beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy. And you know how you get all these guys who get up there and they talk good. And like how them pastors, like when I was growing up, it was a ha-ha. It was the ha-ha. And I'm about to explain what that is in just a second. That was the style to remedy people into your church. And the Lord, He said, He's going to bless somebody. And that was like the style, almost like all the pastors. You turn on the TV, on the little rinky-dink channels, and you see how these pastors were like all these little church channels. And that was the style. That's how they reeled people in. That was like how you spoil people through like their philosophy, like their way they can eloquently speak and persuade people to come into the church to deceive them, to whisper a bunch of sweet lies and nothing to get them to adapt to what they're about to teach or what they're about to deceive you rather. Because that's what they would do. They'll do the ha-ha and they'll give you entertained with the choir and they're always talking about what the Lord's gonna do for you. It's always what He's gonna and never what He had or why you are the way you are. And when they do say something that you where you are, it's the devil did it and God's still gonna bless you. Not know like you should change up your lifestyle. Like The pastor was a known drug dealer. And like, God gonna bless you to make you stop selling dope. Make sure you keep coming to church and paying your tithes with that dope money. You tithe that dope money. You made yourself 17,000 this week. You need to pay your tithes. And it's 17,000. I need 1,700 every week. You tithe it every Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesday and Sunday you need to be tithing. That's how the pastor talks to the drug dealer. And then when he gets unalived, pastor will do it, let him come to that church and say, "Little Taquan went to heaven. He went to heaven. God knew his heart. He came to the church. God knew that he didn't want to be like that. God gonna bless him and his family. Holy Lord. Holy Lord. Hallelujah." And all the other nonsense. So beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Vain means nothing. Like these are nothingness. Like what your pastor teaches, what your pastor promotes is foolishness and it's nothingness. It has nothing to do with the word of God. It has nothing to do with how you should live your life according to the Bible. And let's just go ahead and keep it a buck. That has nothing to do with how the everyday Black person lives. Not if we're trying to thrive. Like that lifestyle is not conducive enough for us to thrive in and for us to elevate as a race of people. Of course, you're going to have a couple individuals who's going to thrive, who's going to elevate, but at the expense of tearing down communities by the boatload, you actually cause more harm than you do good. All right, it says, and after the traditions of men, these traditions of men is a multitude of things. A multitude of what you eat, the other white meat. God said you can bless that ham that y'all just got done smacking on this past Thanksgiving. Probably finna go smack on some more come Christmas. So that's the vain deceit. And that's what they've been doing. So like, give me 1 second. I got you checking in, sis. So these are some of the vain deceits that they got us doing. So, and what's some more hypocritical philosophies? Like I said, we talk about the traditions of men. This is easy to target, but there was a rapper, by the name of Juice WRLD, and Future had another rapper named Future had songs of how he was pushing and promoting about just getting high, popping certain pills, Percocets. You know what I'm saying? That's all he loved to do. Now, granted, there was another rapper who had a heavy influence like Future, and he chose to actually live that lifestyle that Future was rapping about, but not living. These are the things we have to remind ourselves or watch out for, like these vain deceits. We shouldn't be like how rappers claim or what they rap about. We want to be like them, not in that capacity. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the video. Lock you. Let's see if I can find a little video. I won't play it. I will just zoom in. Okay. So hold on. Let me see how I look on StreamYard. All right. So maybe I will play it. So it says he died after suffering seizures at the airport. And so he started suffering seizures and he started bleeding from the mouth, which I'll give y'all the story in just one moment. This is a bit old. I didn't play it. I just wanted to show that part. What had happened was, like again, he was a young rapper, famous, up and coming, big time, like on streaming. He was big time for streaming. And he of course, who didn't listen to Future coming up? And Future used to always talk about certain drugs that he took. And a lot of young people and some adults these days now, they don't know or realize that what these rappers rap about, they don't actually live that lifestyle. They're not actually doing what they're portraying that they're rapping about. They're out here, I ain't gonna say living productive lives, but they ain't out here slanging. They ain't out here pushing their keys like that. Not some of these big time rappers, not like your Future, not like your Gucci Manes. They ain't out here doing that stuff like that. Some of them might still smoke a little weed. That be about it. But they ain't really taking these heavy pills like that. Not for like what they're rapping about. It's very, very minute. Or someone don't even do it at all. It's just a front. The point I'm bringing out was that influence that Future had on Juice WRLD. He was popping those pills and went to the airport and finna get caught with it. So instead of him taking that charge, he was scared at that time that he might get. He decided to swallow all those pills that he had, and he overdosed and ended up dying. That's what happened to the young rapper Juice WRLD. So why is that important? You can't be following people out the vain deceit, because these things that these men are doing, these influencers who are oppressive, they don't follow. It's not after Christ. Christ will never push you to trap. Christ will never push you to sleep with another man's woman and make a song about it to make it seem like it's so cool. Like, I was young and used to think that, like, oh, if you take another man's woman, oh yeah, you one up on them. Never knowing that the influence that I got from those rap songs, and my brothers did as well, my older siblings and older cousins, that was considered like a plus. Not knowing how disgusting and how nasty and how flat out wrong that was. We've been so conditioned and trained to think that this is something cool to do. If you could take another man's woman, you in there. Who would stop you? Who would say something to you? All right, so that's how we grew up. All right, so we got to be careful about following out these traditions of men, because these traditions of men will tell you to sleep for another man's woman. All right, he'll tell you to let's see. There's plenty of stories of a rapper slept with another man's woman and he ended up getting unalive. Let me see if I can pull up one. No, was it Trouble? Rapper Trouble dies. I think his name was Trouble. But yeah, Atlantic rapper Trouble. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna pull up a little article real quick. Let's share this real. I share this tab to breathe. I think it's froze. Bear with me one moment. It's starting to freeze up on me. I'll close some of these tabs. Let's see.
Man arrested in a deadly shooting of Atlanta rapper Trouble will spend years behind bars, but guilty today as part of a deal with prosecutors.
Investigators say the rapper died in 2022 from a gunshot wound while trying to break up a fight. Access 10 Loeffler joins us from Rockdale County with more. Kim?
Jury selection for Jamichael Jones was set to begin today, but instead, court documents show he made a deal with prosecutors to enter that guilty plea. He was also sentenced to 20 years behind bars. Jamichael Jones pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter Friday in the death of Atlanta rapper Trouble. Jones initially faced several charges, including malice and felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm and commission of a crime. Those other charges were dropped as part of the plea. Raccoon County Sheriff Eric Levitt spoke with reporters after Jones turned himself in shortly after the shooting in 2022.
Mother turned the son on to one of my sergeants and began to talk to him because Mr. Jones to turn himself in. His mother was a huge resource and helping us. Nobody went 3 o'clock in the morning wanted to have
The shooting happened in June of 2022 at the Lake St. James apartment complex in Conyers. Investigators say Jones used to live there and broke up with his girlfriend right before the shooting. That morning, officials say Jones forced his way into her apartment, found trouble in his bed, and began hitting her. Investigators say that Trouble, whose real name was Mary Ward, tried to stop the assault. He was shot. Jones later turned himself in.
We've accomplished to get someone off the street for committing a crime such as this.
That right there, traditions of a man. And we're going to get to the scriptures about that sleep with another man's woman. As a matter of fact, we're going to do that right now. So this could have saved that Atlanta rapper Trouble and so many other brothers' lives about sleeping with another man's woman. Like, there's so many out here. Why can't men just get their own? You got to want to get behind another man. Like, what is your desire of being with someone else's? But if we're going to start at 10, we're going to go up to quite a few. All right. Double check on the yard. All right, that looks pretty good. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And if a man that committeth adultery, well, one, the Christian church don't ever teach you about what adultery is. They don't ever teach you that you having sex with that woman, that's your woman. They always say adultery is if you get a marriage license, if a man have sex with another woman, he committed adultery. They never talk about what's adultery according to God, in God's eyes. They'll say that you are allowed, a woman can say she's not happy with her husband, file for divorce and leave him and go get another man. They'll say that's not adultery. That's adultery in God's eyes. You understand? So they don't ever talk about what adultery really means according to God and not from like their own philosophy. But it says, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife. The adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. You understand? So like, you take the brother that killed another brother in Atlanta, it says that he broke up with her. Let's just spin it around real quick. Let's say she broke up with him and kicked him out, and she went and got with the rapper Trouble. According to God, like in this, the both of them should got dealt with. All right, we'll go to the next verse, verse 11. Because now we're going to get to a lot of evil that people started doing, and God had to put the law into for us to stay away from. Leviticus 20 and 11. And the man that lied with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Like why would the hell would you want to sleep with your dad's wife? You know what I'm saying? Notice it is to sleep with your mother. But some of them wicked individuals like to sleep with their mom too. We'll get into that later on. But that's your dad's wife. Now, why would you want to be with your dad's woman? That's his woman. Why would you want to do that? You understand? So that's an abomination. Like your dad got another woman, and what if he got kids with her? So now you sleeping with your youngest brother, mother. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. You understand? So that's an abomination. And who in their right mind would want to sleep with their dad's wife? That's just deceitful nastiness, nasty work. But these things had to be brought up because that's what's going on. And we've been taught to sleep with everyone else's but your own. All right. It says, and if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. So think about it like you want to sleep with your daughter-in-law now. Like that's that woman's kids. That ain't your kids. Why would you want to sleep with her daughter? That's something like that Black is Black Polite did, like a daughter-in-law. And both of them shall surely be put to death. And shame on the daughter-in-law that wants to sleep with her mother's boyfriend. And we see that often. We mostly see the other way around when it comes to like molestation. Like the mama gets some boyfriend and he try to touch the child. But this is talking about consenting adults or going towards that. You understand? And these are the nasty behaviors that we have to stray away from because these, if we don't put an end to like a lot of the wickedness that's out there, we will find ourselves up in the ante. Just notice how it's always about taking another man's woman, right? And that's what like people tend to accept. Don't be surprised. They now start talking about sleeping with the aunties and if the dad pissed you off, you took his other woman or whatever. Don't be surprised like if they start testing you or what they could influence you. From having this type of woman and throwing away women, now you sleeping with another man's woman, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Don't be surprised if you start hearing small lyrics like, man, my daughter-in-law, but it wasn't my daughter. She was older, she's same age as me. I'm just paraphrasing, just coming up with something. But this type of confusion, that both should get put to death. I'm finished reading on 12. I'll just start off. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion. Their blood shall be upon them. All right. So this is for the letter people. This is for y'all. Leviticus 20:13. And if a man also lie with mankind, as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. That shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So you go get that. You go get that. Your boyfriend if you're a man, and both of y'all round up with that virus, and you get that slow process death, and then when you in your deathbed, just know that blood was upon you based on what you did. All right, Leviticus 20:14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you. Hey, Lord ain't playing with this. He like, now both of y'all should get this work. Both of y'all should be punished for this type of evil. All right. And don't worry, I got some more. Here's where we get down to it. Nonsense like this. Leviticus 20:15. Could you imagine why this has to be a law? The Lord put these things in laws for us not to do because people was doing it. It's just that simple, like that. People was doing a lot of this wickedness, all right? To the point where like God had to put a law saying, hey, y'all make sure y'all don't do what they do. And anyone among you do this, don't do it. And if you do, you're gonna get put to death. All right. And it's right here. I'm gonna play a video. I'm gonna bring out some articles about what this stuff is called. And we're going to go from there. Leviticus 20 and 15. And if a man lie with a beast, okay, let's just start right there. What is a beast? We're going to talk about an animal. Man, talking about mankind, men and women. All right, a man. If you lie with a beast, as in have sex, has relations, as in, what's a beast? Let's call it a horse. Let's call it a dog. And some of y'all are on now with these dogs, like y'all doing a little bit too much with the let it out, lick all in your face. You sleep with it, the dog, and sit out on the couch with you. I'm from the old school. When I grew up, dogs belong outside. They stayed outside. And the only time they came in, if it was too cold, or if it was raining a little bit too hard, or like a tornado or something, you know, that's about it. Maybe if it was extremely, extremely, extremely too hot, when they come in, and most of the time they'd be in the basement. So, yeah, we didn't really bring dogs inside. They stayed outside on the chain. They were guard dogs. You know, I'm taking them out the chain, play with the dogs, whatever. You know, a little fetch and, run and chase, whatever. But this is important because this is what people are doing today. So I'm going to pause it on this scripture. And I'm going to bring up Britannica. And this is actually called something. The Lord said don't do it. All right. Sexual attraction of a human towards a non-human animal, which may involve the experience of sexual fantasies about the animal or the pursuit of real sexual contact with it, i.e., bestiality. Sex between humans and animals is illegal in many countries. It's illegal. It is illegal. Bestiality is illegal. That's what that's called. And that's another quote unquote phenomenon. These weird men assuming.
James Daniel, and a decade ago, I was in a relationship with my car chase.
Hold on, it's not expanding.
My name.
Well, maybe it's a good thing it's not expanding.
My name's Nathaniel. And a decade ago, I was in a relationship with my car chase. Unfortunately, Chase is no longer part of my life. I am now in an intimate relationship with my car Lex.
This is now in hindsight, you'd be like, okay, well, he's maybe making a joke. No, there are people who would have relations with a vehicle to find themselves to be intimate with it. Now, of course, we all know what predominantly race who's mostly known for doing this type of wickedness. We shouldn't even have to give a hint. WT people, white people, Caucasians, it's mostly them doing this type of nonsense. Now, the bestiality that has crept its way into Israel, the bestiality, and it is illegal, and you're seeing people go to jail for it, especially like everyone, because everyone wants that attention and wants to say, "Look what I got going on. Look at me." So, of course, I've got some more articles and more videos, but this is something that our oppressor does. This is from the Legal Information Institute. I just want to get a little bit more information about the bestiality. All right. Let's lock you. Give me 1 second. Where'd you go? All right, it looks all right. Let me get back to it. I read a little bit. I read it kind of fast. Bestiality. Bestiality is the performance of any sexual act between a human being and an animal. In criminal statutes, bestiality is also committed when a person, one, aids or abets another person's sexual acts with an animal. Two, permit sexual acts with an animal on any premise that they control. In any way further sexual acts with an animal, including observation of such acts, or photography or films of sexual acts with an animal for the purpose of sexual gratification. I mean, for you nasty MFers who wants to film this woman sleep with that horse, who wants to film that man go to town on that pig. Yeah, y'all should get that work as well. All right, for to keep going. Number 4, photographs or film of sexual acts with an animal for the purpose of sexual gratification, whether their own or another's. Some state statutes instead include bestiality under the ambit of a crime against nature or sodomy. While once a crime under common law, currently all but 4 states have criminal statutes against bestiality. These states make those convicted of the offense guilty of either misdemeanor or felony, depending on both the states and the severity of the crime. As of June 2021, only Hawaii, New Mexico, West Virginia, and Wyoming did not have laws against bestiality. So these 4 states need to stay away from it. These 4 states, they sleep with animals. They're wicked. That's wicked behavior. That they will not make that a law of sleeping with an animal. All right, that's crazy work. This is just how diabolical our beast is, and these traditions of them, because they're going to now. They already got the letter people going crazy. They already got the letter people running around, and as you see that influence. Don't be surprised now when they up the ante. You're gonna see more and more people falling in love with that damn dog. Because if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. The beast got to go too. So just in case, if y'all say, well, that said man, it had nothing to do with woman. Okay, we got a trick for you too. Leviticus 20:16, and if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them. You nasty individuals out here sleeping with animals. That's filthy. Yeah, that's filthy. All right. Sleeping with animals is filthy. Sleeping with your kin is filthy. The Ashkenazi Jews, most Orthodox Jews, most of them who wear a bunch of glasses, some of those is like a defect because how they was about the incest amongst them. Leviticus 20:17, it says, and if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He have uncovered his sister's nakedness, and he shall bear his iniquity. It's like so this is something we have to do. So could you imagine this happening in the hood, and all of a sudden you grew up with this person, and now you get told like, hey, Felicia saw her brother, and they were looking at each other, and now they gotta go. But she's 12 though. She gotta go. He 15, they gotta go. They 20, they gotta go. They gotta leave the state. Leviticus 20:18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he that discovered her fountain, and she have uncovered. Oh well, this talking about some other stuff. Remember, so I don't need to go into this one. These are just some traditions of men. I had to go to that. I want to get you one more on this one. I just want to play this because I saw this woman on social media, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's this woman. She was, I don't have any proof, but people was talking about her, and she's somewhere in Atlanta. Go figure. That old filthy sodomite city. She was like, her dog was like a pit bull or something. The dog was like humping on her or cuddling with her. And it was just too close. And she's scooting up her butt on the dog. And it was just too close. And why am I talking about this? Because she got this influence for someone else. And she did her morning routine. And she talks about how she just don't take baths and stuff and how she like uses alcohol in the alcohol pad. I'm only bringing this up because it reminds me of this video right here. Yeah. So like let me play it one more time. Let me share this tab so y'all can see what I'm playing.
People use washcloths? I think so. Like for their body. Yeah.
Fun fact about a washcloth, you can wash them.
In there? Do you use a washcloth? No, me either. I think disgusting. Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth? Yeah. Absolutely not. I know. I think we're like a UTI waiting to happen. I think we're in the minority. I really do. No, I think we are. People use washcloths? I think so.
Yes, Caucasian woman. People use washcloth to clean themselves. Why am I bringing this up? Because I'm seeing the influence of people trying to get away or trying to reinvent some way to clean themselves when they should just keep with the trend of like just using soap and water. All right. So that's that on that. Yeah, like you should just use just your soap and water. That's all you need. So Salaki. So like that's a trend because this woman, I forget her name on social media. I'm kind of glad I forgot. I don't need none of y'all going there to go look the nasty broad up. It's like it. Oh. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna say it because people are following after this nastiness. Like we are a clean people. We bathe ourselves. There's laws for us to make sure we bathe ourselves properly. And you're gonna now see more and more people decide that they don't need to wash themselves. It's okay to get close to your animal. It's okay, long as you. What would they? How would they justify that? I'm not sure how these nasty individuals would justify sleeping with a dog. How they would justify sleeping with animals, but bestiality is illegal. And these traditions of men, how they're trying to set the precedence of you being close to an animal, you being close to your car, you're not bathing properly. These are some of these traditions that we have to set aside and leave alone, especially after the letter people. The letter people and how they got us to accept it, it now opens the door for everything else. It opens the door for NAMLA, the North Association for Man and Boy Love. It opens the door for bestiality. So now you got 4 states who don't have a law against it. Do not be surprised you got some politician who's now going to change the law to make it not illegal to sleep for beasts. They're going to come up with something like, well, if the dog lick in your face and smile, it gave you consent to fire to that dog. Or one will say, well, if that dog little pink stuff come out and it touches her butt, you gave the animal consent to hit it. You know, it's all a whole bunch of wickedness and nastiness. All right. So with that, I'm Precinct Officer Daraki of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. All right, so this is me my time. I'm going to do some breakdowns on Christmas. Like I said, I'm trying to do it a little bit more different every year that I teach it. Like the origins, they have like a lot more videos, a lot more pictures. All right, so with that, I say shalom.